Hello, people of Earth. It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Tonight, we're presenting the penultimate event for the GWA G2 in Fire Pro Wrestling World. First, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we're happy to have you with us. We hope the day finds you well. That's right, it is November of Year 9 here, in the second generation of the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, and we are limping our way, well, not limping our way, we are striding confidently to the final two events of this company's existence. So, with that being said, let's see if anybody has a personal grievance. Everybody's good, salary-wise? Wonderful. Let's see if anybody's hoit that I can't book them. Just taking a look at everybody's conditioning here. As long as it says condition good to normal and their sort of x-ray in the middle. Looks okay. Lots of green, strong. There is a strong style match. Excellent, excellent. Are we adapting people? Hang on. No, still Lucha. They haven't had too many matches. Jungle Boy, still Lucha, still Showman. Okay, so I only ask because last generation of the GWA we had Rey Mysterio Jr. on the roster. Or I guess just Rey Mysterio now. He sort of upgraded himself to adapting his uncle's moniker entirely. And he started as a lucha, but was with our company for so long that he eventually adopted his style to being King's Road. Okay, Stan Hansen going strong at 71. Noah Champ, from what I understand. Okay. Oh, Damian Priest all beat up. That's all right. You're still debuting for us. Either way, you're a new signee. All right. They are in excellent spirits. They got a hurt Tum Tum, but it says their condition's good, so that's on them. We're going to be booking them for sure. Okay. Everybody else looking good, feeling good. Oh, here we go. Taz got a bit of a rumble in the tumble, but otherwise doing all right. I'm not even waiting for their actual models to load. I'm just looking at the information I need. See, even if it just says normal, that's decent enough. As long as they're not in poor condition, we're not gonna put them out there like Damian Priest said they were in good condition. They just have to, watch the stomach, watch the midsection a bit. All right, everybody else seems fine. Good stuff. All right, I don't think for the final two shows we're gonna bother booking other people to show up. Like the championships that we have in our company now, we did our best over the entire history of this version of the promotion to play nice and make sure everybody got their titles back. But we only have 2 more shows to our existence, so we want as many title fights on those shows as possible. So I do believe the Noah Championship and the DDT Championships are just ours to keep. Let's go ahead and book ourselves an event. Normal matches, no more death matches. We did our final tournament of trios 2 weeks ago, which just would have been our last broadcast. Okay, so I'm going to bump this back up to $20 because we have 65,000 seats to fill. Last time I think they got a bit of a price break based on lack of title matches or something, but we are going all out with these last 2 shows. So our main event we already had figured out. Kazuchika Okada, and we had the trios tournament that had 3 winners. CM Punk, Jon Moxley, and the leader of that trios team, Mitsuharu Misawa, immediately cashing in his guaranteed title shot. There you can see the trios championship by his date of birth there. So Misawa Okada is going to be our main event. That is going to be Misawa looking to become the first and perhaps only 3-time world champion. And Okada, his last world title reign was ended by Misawa as Okada was on a quest to defeat all former champions still with the company. So we'll see if Okada can get the Misawa-shaped monkey off his back, or if Misawa can become the 3-time world champion as we end our existence. Misawa wants to go out as the most prolific champion in the company's history. Okada wants to go out as the as finally sort of redeeming or validating, I should say, his former mentor's faith in him, like Keiji Muto, leaving the stable of Squared Circle K in his capable hands. They've done really well, winning tournament after tournament to qualify for guaranteed title shots. But Okada has not had an easy time hanging on to the belt when he gets it. So that should be a very interesting main event. And that's just one of the title fights we're bringing to you. We have lots more belts. Oops, I don't want to do the match rules. I just want to do the title. There we go, title fight. Lots more to come. Okay, so Bison Smith and Luna Vachon, representing the Black Moon Fight Club, are our tag team champions. And they're in a bit of a tussle and a feud with the... Let's see here. Boop, boop, boop. The Heat Business. Yeah, let's do the big boys of the Heat Business. Hey, Kate, what's going on? Oh, thanks so much for the bets. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. There, little tambourine for you. Yeah, still plenty of seats. I got one saved ringside for you. Okay, so we're going to put them against Eddie and Bobby. Eddie and Bobby of the Heat Business. So Eddie Guerrero and Bobby Lashley looking to bring the tag team titles back to the Heat Business. Regal and O'Reilly are former tag team champions, and the Black Moon Fight Club and the Heat Business are in a kind of a feud and a fuss right now, so that's why they're getting that shot. What else can we put on the line? We're trying to put every single belt we have on the line. So Kairi Sane, junior champion, is going to be defending the belts against... Let's just go ahead and take a look at everybody we have on offer. Oh, I already see a name I want to see. Emi Sakura getting a title shot. Oh, that's all right, Kate. We appreciate you popping in for however long you can stay. Thanks for being with us. Okay, so that takes care of the junior title, the tag title, and the main title. We got more titles to put on the line. All the belts up for grabs tonight. As in, let's say, like the match 6 area. I try to space the title matches out as best I can, but you also want to, like, feature as many as possible, so I could also move them around later. Adam Page, Hangman Adam Page, putting the Hall of Fame title on the line. How often has he faced... Hang on. How often has he faced Omega? In fact, what was his last? Okay, so he beat Ahmed Johnson. Kenny Omega's been beating people. He beat Luke Hobbs. He beat Kevin Owens. Ooh, haven't seen Hangman on the docket for a little bit until he earned this Hall of Fame title shot. All right, I'll allow it, regardless of what their record is against each other. It's just I think I've seen. I know I've seen it in real life because I feel like I've seen this even in our fantasy realm, perhaps too often. But whatever. Kenny Omega versus Adam Page for the Hall of Fame belt. We only have, well, we sold, like a quarter of the seats on the strength of so many title shots so far. 2 more belts to put on the line. Let's see. Let's get the mouse out of the way. Put another title match here. Who else has a belt? Kyle O'Reilly has a belt. Let's put him in there with... Oh, this one I wanted to book already just because I thought it'd be funny. Kylie Ray versus Kyle O'Reilly, just because they have similar names. Kylie versus Kyle, the Legends Junior title. Oh, that brought in 5,000 more people, so now we're doing pretty well. 20,000 people showing up. And then I don't want to start with the title match, but in the second match of the show, let's have Stan Hansen put the Noah belt on the line against our newest signee, Damian Priest. You of the bruised tum tum. So watch your midsection, buddy. And protect your neck, because he throws a wicked lariat. Oh, that vest isn't going to help you, so we'll leave that off. No, let's go with the most recent one, just because. There we go. Damian Priest making a big debut. Wow, yeah, we kind of stole him from WWE, which is kind of fun. So that match brought in about 10,000 people on its own, which is nice. What else can we be doing? Okay, so in our... If we're not doing a title match for the intermission break, let's do like a number 1 contender match of some sort. Okay, number 1 contender tag team match. We're going full babyface, I think. Let's do 2 face teams. So let's do Yohei and Kenta Kobashi, the Fire Inside, taking on probably the most successful team in our company's history. Oops. Hang on, not just Angelo Dawkins. That would be funny. You can book handicap matches. I was just trying to pick another. I like the purple attire. I am partial to purple. Montez with the matching gear. There we go. Street Profits versus Yohei and Kobashi. Everybody's wearing purple in that one in some form or fashion. Let's see. Second half of the card we have... Okay. So I have an idea for this one. I'm going to come back to, because it involves a rule change for this. It's going to be a special match. Hang on, we'll get to that later. I had something in mind for that. So our opening contest. So this is a #1 contenders match. Let's just make these also #1 contenders matches in our sort of tradition of throwing together trios teams. And opening us up, let's do a #1 contender trios match for the Hall of Fame Championship. So let's put former champion Ahmed in there on a team. Usually I would do the Wheel of Fate here, but I already had something in mind. Okay. Taz, and kind of want to put a junior with them. Taz, as you can see here, has taken over the House of Misery. He's assumed the leadership role here. Also got a bit of a sore tum-tum, so watch out there, Taz. So it's him, Mike Awesome, Hayabusa, and Will Hobbs now joining the squad, so that's nice. I feel like Hayabusa and Hobbs would be Will Hobbs and Mike Awesome would be a ridiculous tag team to contend with. Any combination of these two would be a ridiculous tag team to have to contend with in real life. Let's put a baby face with them, Ray Phoenix, because technically the heavyweight belts are open weight, so nothing wrong with juniors getting a potential shot at the Hall of Fame Championship. Now against them, let's put in some friendos here, but some baddies. Let's see, like Seth Rollins and Ahmed Johnson. Funny enough, on my phone for a while, were a tag team in my Wrestling Empire game. So that is exploding before your eyes. Not that matters to anyone but me. And we'll partner him with, there I see Kevin Owens. That's fun. Let's just put him in his default shirt. And now let's give them a junior as well. So Darby, Owens, and Rollins versus Ahmed, Taz, and Phoenix. And the winner of the fall there gets a Hall of Fame Championship match. So they'll be facing, they'll essentially be facing the winner of Kenny Omega, Adam Page, coming out of the break. And then in the #3 slot here, let's do another one of those 6-person matches. This time just for the juniors. Let's see. So I already had this. Let's just pretend I spun the wheel, shall we? Oops. Baby faces. Jungle Boy. I tried to pick people that we haven't really seen in too many title opportunities. I mean, they may get opportunities to earn title shots, but they don't necessarily get those title shots, you know? Okay, nobody's here that doesn't work for us, so everyone should show up to work. So Serena's gonna get another chance on a team with Jungle Boy and... Too bad I couldn't filter by weight division here. Gonna leave them out of it. Gonna leave them out of it. Let's go Chris Statlander. There we go. Statlander on one side. So Jungle Boy, Serena Deeb, and Chris Statlander on one side. And then the other side of things... Let's see... How are you feeling? Hayabusa's back. Okay, let's put Hayabusa in the ring. I feel like he's just coming off injury. Let's go Britt, Hayabusa, and... Oh, Bill Bullock. There we go. There we go. Busa Britain. Hayabusa, Britt, and Bullock. It's Jungle Boy, Serena Deeb, Chris Statlander. Alright, that's rock solid. So there's our undercard up until the break. Now, this final match, I'm going to have to change some rules first. We're almost at capacity. This should put us over the top. Let's see. Ding! Oh, I have to press a thing. Elimination. Everything else, rules remain the same. That's all you need to know. As we do a... Oop, hang on. As we do a 4-on-4 match And once I put the heel team down, you will understand what's going on and why. So let's have Flamita start us off. Let's get Scott Hall involved as well. Here comes Abyss. I've only really exclusively been putting him in his white attire, I've noticed, throughout his GWA run. And then finally, Shawn Michaels, the leader of the Heartbreakers. There. Okay, the Heartbreakers are going to be facing Bret Hart and 3 others. Now, the match that has been proposed is a 4-on-4 elimination tag match. Is what you're about to see, or what you're going to see in match 8 of 10. And the stipulations for this match are as follows. If Shawn Michaels wins, he gets a DDT Championship opportunity against Bret Hart at the last show we ever hold, because there's nothing Shawn Michaels wants more than to ruin Bret Hart's GWA career, or have a better GWA career than Bret, and making sure that he ends the company's time with gold where Bret doesn't, is very much in line with those plans. So should the Heartbreakers win, Bret Hart has to put the title on the line against Shawn Michaels one last time. If Bret Hart's team wins, the Heartbreakers are disbanded, and Shawn Michaels can never challenge Bret Hart to any match in the GWA ever again. He has to finally leave Bret the heck alone, which admittedly is only for one show, but regardless, Heartbreakers disbanded. Leave Bret alone, or HBK gets his last shot at taking gold away from Bret. So, HBK, Scott Hall, Abyss, and Flamita will be facing Bret Hart. Next to Bret, we're going to stand the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. And with them, to counter the size of the size and ferocity of an Abyss, we go to Bret Hart's old standard teammate, Brody Lee, in his purple, in his nice Dark Order attire. And to counter the unpredictability of junior heavyweight Flamita, teaming with Kurt and Brody and Bret, will be Jushin Thunder Liger. So Bret, Kurt Angle, Brody Lee, and Jushin Liger against Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall, the Monster Abyss, and Flamita in an elimination 4-on-4 tag match. Bret wins, Shawn can never bother him again, and the Heartbreakers are no more. The Heartbreakers win. Shawn gets one last title shot against Bret to try to get that gold away from him. And we have sold this place out at the $20 mark with that final match. So, we have some number 1 contenders matches. We have matches, I believe actually, if I'm looking at this thing, every non-title match technically has something on the line. Like, this is a number 1 contenders match for the Hall of Fame Championship. This is a number 1 contenders match for the Legends Junior Championship. This is a number 1 contenders match for the Tag Team Championship. In between that, we have a Noah Championship match and a Legends Junior Championship match. So you're going to know your next contender for this title. They're going to be watching very closely, because then they know which champion or challenger they're going to face on the final show of the promotion. And then in the second half of the show, we start with a Hall of Fame title match, and then a Junior Heavyweight title match, and then a 4-on-4 elimination tag match with the Heartbreakers, or a title shot against Bret on the line. And then the Tag Team Championship gold up for grabs, and finally our big main event, Okada Misawa 2 for the GWA title. Sasquatch is, and always, the referee. Let's see what we would do at the $40 mark. I'm going to anticipate this dropping down to about 32,000, like half the people disappearing if we double the price. Let's see. Yeah, I wasn't wrong. 33,000. Okay. So we'll be very satisfied with that. Getting 1.2 mil just on the gate alone. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's not right. 65,000 by 10. Oh yeah, no, that is right. 65,000 by 20 is 650 by 2. So yeah. Making bank. So we've more than covered our expenses. We don't have the biggest broadcasting deal anymore, so let us go make some merchandise to sell to these 65,000 people. Boom. Lovely. And if you'd like to take a look at what that, what the card we're doing... Oh, hang on, let me get spoilers for next week out of the way. Looks like on paper... There we go. Wasn't as graceful as it could have been. Oh, it's supposed to slide. Let's just fade, yo. Doesn't like a nice fade. Easy peasy. There we go. So that is what we ended up booking. So #1 contendership for the Hall of Fame, for the Legends Junior, for the #1, or for the tag team titles, as well as this big elimination match, and then everything else is a title up for grabs. That is our penultimate show. Okay, now save that. Now that we have that booked, everybody on the show works for us, so that means everyone should show up for that work. Let us go ahead and produce some merchandise. Photos. We can leave those. I don't mind not having action figures. I'm gonna do 10,000 of these. Hey Rocco, what's going on? You're well in time for the show. We just finished booking it. We have not run it yet. 10,000 t-shirts. Bold and do 5,000 DVDs. Get real bold and do 3,000 masks. And 20,000 of the cheap stuff. So we got a little bit of everything for everybody. Hopefully we can just blow that out for penultimate, or by the time that we run our final show, and then just do like a real conservative order that we know we're going to sell for the final show ever, so we don't have any leftover merchandise. I don't know if that matters, but just try to be a little tidy with things. Okay, so who aren't we booking? Let's send them to AEW. Becky Lynch, would you like to go to AEW? AEW would love to have you. Mike Bailey, you want to go to AEW? Sure, says AEW. AEW, would you like to book CM Punk? They say sure. AEW, how about Hiromu Takahashi? Sure, says AEW. Who else do you have on offer? Well, we got a Jon Moxley for you. How's a Jon Moxley suit you? Sure, says AEW. How about Minoru Suzuki? Yeah, I guess, says AEW, starting to get a little annoyed that we keep sending them people. What about Mike Awesome? I mean, we already have like 10 of your guys. Do we need it? Fine, we'll take Mike Awesome, I guess. How about Will Hobbs? Jeez. Fine, we'll take Will Hobbs too, I guess, but could you knock it off? Like, we don't really have much more room. Like, fine, Keith Lee too, but we got to book our own people here. Like, we're trying to run an AEW show, not a GWA show. Is that Sting? All right, fine, we'll take Sting, but like, there's gotta be a limit on who's this kid? Yeah, we don't want Kevin Blackwood. I don't know who that is, but really, like, there's gotta be at some point a limit on William Regal. Yeah, absolutely, we'll take William Regal. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. All right, good doing business with you. Ha 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 ha. And just like that, we just took over an AEW show. So I got to remind myself. Oh, Rocco, you still want that Will Hobbs promo? Yeah, me too. Something. I mean, smashing the TV was okay, but I need like a couple short sentences and then that sneer, That's it. Just a couple short sentences, sneer, close up on the face with the sneer, fade to the next segment. Just a few. Oh, why did I attack Ricky Starks? Because da 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 da. And then like maybe catchphrase. And then sneer, and then we out. Those are my notes. Those are my creative notes for his character. Sneer, and then we out. All right, I gotta check AEW's show. Just made a note of that for myself, as we just loaded them down with everybody not working on our show. All the belts are up for grabs, so I could literally send them everyone not working. So we have no worry of them losing a title. We do have a worry of them coming back with a title, but that's fine. We're okay with that. So let's save that as well. Everybody went off to AEW except for Kevin Blackwood, who they had no interest in. And I think that's going to do it. Like we did We don't have a contract offer because we hired Damian Priest last week, so he's debuting tonight. We produced our merchandise. Yeah, we repaired our facilities. We don't have to worry about the conditions of our sponsorship. We just don't have to, just can't fire anybody. No problem. I think that was our major one. And don't have a show at 50% or below. So the overall show has to be a steaming pile in order for our sponsors to pull out. So no problem there. I think we are ready to proceed. The second last show of the second generation of the GWA. Let's save it one last time, just in case. I'm just trying to process in my head as fast as I can. Nope, we have no guests. Everybody on the show belongs here. Pow. Here we go. Full house is 65,000. So we sold out a football stadium for this one. Ugh, and what do we have online first? Save again now that everybody's here. And we're not even like S popularity in America. We're the most popular promotion in America, but we're not as popular as we could be. All right, so this is one of our patented 6-person Strange Bedfellows #1 contendership matches. The winner of the deciding fall in this one by pinfall or submission is going to be the #1 contender for the Hall of Fame Championship and go on to face that champion, be it Kenny Omega or Adam Page, at our December show. So in the blue corner, captained by former Hall of Fame champion Ahmed Johnson, we have teammates Taz and Ray Phoenix. Bit of interesting note to note there. Taz, now the new leader of the House of Misery, the stable formerly known as the Doldrums. Ray Phoenix was a member of that Doldrums stable until then leader Raven kicked him out. Taz now taking over the now House of Misery after Raven's retirement. So a long, interesting history between those two competitors as partners of Ahmed Johnson. And opposite them, in the red corner, we're going to have the Architect, Seth Rollins, teaming up with the prize fighter, Kevin Owens, and the crash test dummy, Darby Allin. That's our 3 on the other side of things. So the winner of the deciding fall by pinfall or submission, #1 contender to the Hall of Fame Championship in this following trios match. Let's get on down to the ring. I don't even need to hide myself today because it's a no cam jam. Lovely. I just have to wait to see the glorious face of everybody's favorite referee, Mr. Bigfoot, signaling for the bell, and we are underway. Ahmed Johnson opposite Seth Rollins to start us off. There you see Ahmed's partners, Ray Phoenix, conveniently dressed in blue. There on the apron opposite Taz, the human suplex machine, as always clad in his trademark black and orange. Ahmed Johnson in the red trunks in the ring, Seth Rollins the long black and red tights. In this single fall trios match to determine a #1 contender to the Hall of Fame Championship. Now, the strategy of your team here is you want to be on the winning side of things. You want to control the action to give your team the best chance of win, because you still get the team share of the prize for winning the match at all. But within that team structure, you want to try to maneuver yourself to be the active participant at the time of the deciding fall, hopefully in your favor. So there is a team and individual aspect at play in these trios matches. You might see people try to tag themselves in to make sure that they're in the ring. The only way to earn that #1 contendership to the Hall of Fame title is to score the deciding pinfall or submission. Or, I assume, be the legal combatant for your team in the ring in the event of an in-ring 5-count disqualification to your opponent. But that, I believe, has never happened in the entire history of the GWA. We have never had a disqualification, to my recollection. As you see Ray Phoenix and Kevin Owens trading blows. Quick tag out to Taz, and Owens thinking better of that. Tagging out to Darby Allin, and with that tag in the red corner, we have now seen all 6 participants at least once in this matchup. Your opening contest on this show of shows, this night of nights, something we're calling the November Rain, the penultimate show of the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle's second generation. 5 minutes gone in this opening trios contest. Taz and Darby Allin, who you can both see every Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite. Well, you can see Darby You mostly hear Taz as he's on commentary.
Give up.
Drop toe and away we go, says Darby Allin. Trying to slow down Taz here. Nice reversal there. Didn't quite dump him out of the ring like he wanted to. That would definitely give himself a little time and space. Reversal there by Taz. Darby holds on to the ropes. Belly to belly just drops him down. Just plants him, does Taz there. Now trying to maneuver him into the blue corner here. This is smart work by Taz, and he immediately undermines me by whipping Darby across the ring. Momentary lapse in judgment there by Taz allows tags on both sides of the equation, as we now see Kevin Owens in there against the masked individual Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix, a variety of maneuvers he can knock you out with. Lightning fast super kicks, a variety of ways he applies the Destroyer flipping pile driver. And speaking of pile drivers, Kevin Owens has a package version of his own, as well as the pop-up powerbomb and the Stone Cold Stunner that he uses to put his opponents away. Looking for the opportunity to get his name. Oh, into title contention is Kevin Owens. Big cannonball in the corner. Hauls it up with a swinging neck breaker and then dares his opponent to get up, just mocking Rey Fenix's Owens. But both men take their time and get fresh tags once again. Hang on, package pile driver into the brainbuster to Rey Fenix. A little something to think about on the apron if he even makes it there. Rollins immediately into the waiting arms of Taz. Big belly to belly gets a 2 count to Taz, unfazed by the condition of his tag team partner. More focused on the individual win. That's the dual strategy we were talking about. Paying no heed to the condition of Rey Fenix. Taz going to work on Seth Rollins. Oh, and the flipping German sending Rollins to the floor. No countouts, no DQs. The rest of Team Blue trying to go to work on Seth Rollins. Meanwhile, Taz, the sacrificial lamb in the ring, trying to hold off Darby Allin and Kevin Owens. More than up to the task so far as Taz in the ring. As you see Seth Rollins trying to fight his way back inside. Nothing the referee can do, as there are no disqualifications or countouts outside the GWA ring. The action will continue as such until Seth Rollins returns and the legal fighters are free to continue the match inside the ring. Nice head and arm capture plex there by Taz, but he gets rocked with that super kick by Owens. Rollins now one-on-one against Fenix. Able to swing back inside. Once again into the waiting arms of Taz. Quick tag to Ahmed Johnson. Taz trying to hold him. Can't do it. Slippery little devil Seth Rollins gets to the corner. And in comes Kevin Owens against the Pearl River Powerhouse. Suplex slam by Johnson. A brief but bright run in the WWF in the mid to almost late 90s for Ahmed Johnson. Good Lord, taking inspiration from Taz there with that throwing German. Unfortunately for him, throwing Kevin Owens into his own corner. Hang on. Pearl River plunge. Wrong part of town. Seth Rollins eventually navigates a way to break up that pin, or that would have been it. Darby Allin stumped. Ahmed once again appealing to the crowd here. Seems to have things well in hand. Pump kick to the back of the head of Owens. Once again, wrong part of town. Not known as a ring general is Ahmed Johnson. More known for the pure power. Oh. Into the coffin drop by Darby. Pulls him away from the ropes and into the pin, trying to take advantage. What a combination of moves, and Ahmed Johnson kicks out. Ate a package pile driver, a brain buster, and try to get the wind knocked out of him with that coffin drop, and somehow Ahmed Johnson survives to make the tag. Off the ropes goes Taz. Darby Allin can't quite figure out what to do with him. Drop down this time. Spikes him with a DDT. Both men down for an extended period of time, though. Taz trying to get back into this thing. Darby counters, has some words for the human suplex machine. Taz responds with the pile driver. This is talking with his wrestling. The high angle half and half. Half dragon, half tiger, all pain. And out goes Taz to the floor. Now a 2-on-1 situation for Team Red as Kevin Owens trying to run defense against Team Blue in the ring. Rollins and Darby assaulting Taz outside. Owens trying to keep Ahmed Johnson and Ray Phoenix at bay. Meanwhile, big frog splash onto Phoenix. But Ahmed Johnson there to help out his tag team partner immediately. As we can see Taz doing his best to fight his way back into the ring. As we pass the 20-minute mark in this opening contest. The first of 10 exciting matches headed your way. Taz seems a little preoccupied with Darby Allin outside the ring. All you need to do is return. And all of the illegal participants will be forced back to their corners. I just saw Owens stun Ahmed Johnson. Taz rolls back in. Head and arm capture suplex there. Taz back to his corner. In comes Ray Phoenix. Owens smartly tags out to Darby Allin. The two junior heavyweights in the matchup now toe-to-toe. Look for the pace to quicken. And it was blistering to begin with. Code Red, center of the ring. Darby, no! Ray Phoenix rolls the shoulder. A fracas around him. Ray Phoenix was on his own, but he got his shoulder up, and the fight continues. Off the ropes goes Darby. Big clothesline drop, and Phoenix pulls him right back to his feet. He's going to want to position him near the ropes for that coffin drop. Might be signaling for it here, and here it comes. Blasts him. Right in the junk from what I saw. Into the cover goes Darby. Big save by Taz out of the corner, and he gets stopped for his troubles. Taz clutching at his neck here. Ray Phoenix momentarily unaware of the tag into Rollins. Lets him know he knows he's legal by dropping him to the canvas with a super kick. But unable to make a significant pin attempt. In comes Taz. I don't know if Phoenix was aware. I don't think he saw Taz rolling around, clutching at his neck. Elsewise, you figure he might have tagged Ahmed Johnson instead. And speaking of necks, Seth Rollins dropped right on his head. Back and forth they go. Seth Rollins ending things with a super kick. Trying to set Taz up here. Maneuvering toward that corner. Taz throws him back toward the blue. Northern Lights, center of the ring. 2. Got him! Taz! New leader of the House of Misery showing strong leadership here. Earning himself a shot at the Hall of Fame title at our final show. How'd we do? 98. Love it. Love that for you. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Taz with the big win. Let me just pencil him in here. Hall of Fame. Title holder versus Tails. Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I accidentally dragged something in OBS. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Boom. Big Northern Light suplex. I've already penciled Taz in to the next show. Taz earning himself a shot. A Hall of Fame title, just like that. Love it. Okay. Our first title match of 6 headed your way. As Stan Hansen is going to be defending the NOAH Championship. In the real world, this is known as the GHC, or Global Honored Crown Heavyweight Championship. So Stan Hansen will be putting that on the line against the newest signee here. Probably the final signee in the GWA's history, Damian Priest. is going to try to wrestle the Noah Championship away from Stan Hansen. Coming up imminently. Here we go. The referee on record, Mr. Bigfoot, signaling for the bell, and we are underway. Damian Priest in the long white pants and kick pads. Stan Hansen, simple black trunks, cowboy boots, blue knee pads. Living up to his name, Stan the Lariat Hansen is going to be looking to knock out Damian Priest with that lariat. His left-armed clothesline that he swings with reckless abandon. Stan is almost legally blind, and so just wails at where he thinks you are. Notoriously snug, let's say, a little rough to work with in some instances, mostly due to the fact that he was near blind during most of his wrestling career. I mean, for about the entirety of it, as far as I can tell. I don't think there's ever been a successful professional wrestler that has worn the sort of sport goggle that you would sometimes see in a basketball game. Hang on, Damian Priest with a lariat of his own, trying to give Stan a taste of his own medicine in his GWA debut here. And what an impact he would make if he were to show up on his first day of active duty and win the Noah Championship from Stan the Lariat Hansen. He now has Damian backed up into the corner, or at least he thought he did. Nice back elbow there, known as the Judas effect by those too lazy to develop a proper finisher. Now these two going back and forth, center of the ring. Taking the crowd a bit to warm up to the two gentlemen, both relative newcomers. Obviously, this is the first match for the GWA on Damian Priest's resume, but a prominent member of the WWF roster and former WWE champion. Hang on. Almost put him away there with his version of the outsider edge. Center of the ring, but Stan Hansen holding on. Suplex center of the ring now. Both men down for an extended period of time. Challenger up first and in control. Big boot. Draws that arrow back. Says this is it. Hansen trying to get back in control here. Got to sway the offensive momentum back into his corner. You're going to be dishing out more punishment than you're receiving. Another big step kick to Stan the Lariat Hansen. Damian Priest impressing here in his debut. It's all Hansen could do to keep the big man at bay. Dropping him with a DDT to try to get a little time and space to catch his breath, and Damian allowing for none of it. Hansen fails at a pile driver or perhaps a power bomb. Damian remains in control. Back control. Oh, spins him around and drops him down, but Hansen's up first. All right. Choke slam into a side slam. Only results in two. Back to the work on the midsection goes Damian Priest, himself coming in with a bit of a rib injury from what we're told. Oh, and he gets decapitated with the lariat too. No. Hansen put everything he had into that shot and into the follow-up. 1, 2. Priest out again. Sometimes that's all it takes from Stan Hansen to get back into the matchup. You can see he put everything he had into those two big, massive lariats. We're only 10 minutes deep into this one. Hansen finally's got some time and space to catch his breath. Pile driver from the GHC champion. Priest immediately fires back with a suplex. Dragging Hansen away from the ropes, trying to get him in the center of the ring to leave no doubt. But he gets turned inside out by the lariat. Kick out at 2. Priest thinks this is the end. Hansen going to the eyes. Falcon arrow, but too close to the rope. Smartly, Damian Priest releases the hold. Once again, rolling the dice is Damian Priest. Into the cover, 1, 2. Hansen out at 2. Off the ropes. Ducks the lariat. Doesn't duck the headbutt. Drops a big knee, does Hansen. Damian Priest hanging in and hanging in. Another big boot to the champion here. Back elbow from Hansen. Not the fanciest offense, but it's effective. Huge headbutt to the bridge of the nose. Once again, Hansen gets some of his breath back. Two going back and forth here. Hansen with a short lariat. Settles that argument for the moment. Now it's Priest's turn to catch his breath. Oh, a jumping pile driver that time. Did you see the way he bounced off the canvas? Drops with another DDT, working the head and neck. Trying to dim the lights so he can turn them out with that lariat. Priest once again working the midsection, signaling to the crowd that this is it. Hansen fends him off. Neither man able to get that knockout shot. Looking for that final advantage here. Nice suplex to Hansen. The Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest, back up. Dropping him face first with a complete shot. Hansen's back up, but he's dazed. Another release Falcon arrow. Damian Priest now trying to get Hansen away from the ropes for a proper pin attempt. Gets spiked with another DDT. Now it's Hansen that's hanging on and hanging on. Oh, big boot off the ropes by Damian Priest. Hansen getting ready for the lariat. Off the ropes. Oh, Damian Priest cuts him off with one of his own. Center of the ring. Hansen's back to his feet. And down again. 1, 2, 3. We've got a new Noah champion. Damian Priest in his GWA debut. All right, buddy. I mean, that's one way to make an impression. What a war with him and old Stan. Yeah, sure. Falling chokeslam. You got it. All right, new champ. Results in the 90s. No problem. Let's see here. I gotta update my text file real quick, just to say that our new wayward champion is Damian Priest, and not Stan Hansen. And then I gotta all the way down to the bottom of the text document to get back to the show. Okay, good stuff. Boom! New champion crowned. Okay, let's save that. All right, now following that title match, we have another number one contenders match for you. It's another 6-person or a trios match, and the winner of the deciding fall, be it pinfall or submission, is going to be the number one contender for the Legends Junior Championship, the belt that will be contended for immediately following this number one contenders match, or will be challenged for, I don't know how you phrase that better, Kyle O'Reilly versus Kyle O'Reilly. Sorry, Kylie Ray versus Kyle O'Reilly for the Legends Junior belt. I put them together because they have similar names, and I just thought it would be funny to call. The winner of that will face the winner of this following trios match at our final show. So the winner of this, on the blue corner we have Jungle Boy teaming with Serena Deeb and Chris Statlander, and in the red corner, Hayabusa is captaining a team that features Britt Baker and former junior champion and former tag team champion here in the GWA, the OG of the GWA, the convict Bill Bullock. So let's get down to the ring for some trios activity. And I forgot to grab a drink before I showed up here, so I am going to miss the first part of this matchup, finding some sort of liquid refreshment. Back with you shortly, though. Please enjoy the opening moments free of commentary. Down to the ring we go. I mean, I'll at least make the call for my boy, Mr. Bigfoot here. The ref on record, Mr. Bigfoot calls for the match, and we are underway. Hayabusa, the black tights and black mask to match. In there with Jungle Boy, he of the curly hair and the frilly boots. Back momentarily, once I have something to drink. All right, we are back just in time for Chris Statlander to roll back into the ring. My apologies for missing the opening 5 minutes and change. But Bill Bullock and Chris Statlander are going tete-a-tete here. Certainly haven't been lacking any hostilities in my absence. Statlander repping Team Blue in the wrong part of town against the convict Bill Bullock here. Former junior heavyweight champion looking to add the other junior title to his resume. Should he be successful? It might only take one well-timed application of his dreaded stomach claw. A very effective submission, as we well know. Hang on. Off the ropes for the PK to Serena Deeb. But now has to contend with Hayabusa, who started the matchup, back in there against the professor of pro wrestling, Serena Deeb. Hayabusa with a 1 count off the neck breaker. Nice back kick off the ropes and into the shooting star. Wrong side of the ring though, as Jungle Boy is there to break it up. But just that quick, Hayabusa up the ropes in a flash. Landing bodily with that shooting star. Tags on either side, however. And now Statlander and Bill Bullock renewing their hostilities. 1 count, not much confidence in it. Everyone's teammates staying at the... on the aprons. Bill Bullock missing wide with the moonsault. Trying to take a page out of Hayabusa's book. Some high-octane aerial offense. Did not pay off for the convict. Statlander looking to get herself back into this one. Nice snap suplex by the former world champ. Hayabusa in there with the Galaxy's greatest, Chris Statlander, who claims to be more than a woman.
1, 2.
Getting caught in that Tiger Driver and almost pinned by Hayabusa. There with Statlander. Bit of work to do if she's going to come out in the winning side of this thing. And she's down to the center of the ring. Smartly done there. Takes Hayabusa over in the blue corner. Tag out to Jungle Boy. Hayabusa unaware. Hits the Falcon Arrow to Chris Statlander. But it's all for naught as she's no longer legal. Jungle Boy trying to get the advantage with those strikes. Hayabusa, all the time in the world, gets back there, tags out to convict Bill Bullock, who, as we also mentioned, the OG of the GWA, the final original created wrestler on our active roster. And the only wrestler on our roster that does not have a real-life counterpart at some point in wrestling's history. Oh, with those vicious headbutts from the former GWA Tag Champion. One half of the Yard Dogs with Big Dave Mastiff, who we've since parted ways with. Wish them nothing but the best out there in the wide wrestling world. Jungle Boy back into the corner. Fights his way free. In comes Deeb. Now they got Bill Bullock in the blue corner. What are they going to do with him? Gets reversed, whatever they had planned. But with Deeb out of the ring, that allows everybody else to get back inside and confuse Bill Bullock, and it keeps him in the blue corner. Able to fight his way free as the convict. And in comes Britt Baker, DMD. Serena Deeb and Britt Baker, no strangers to one another in real life. Let's see how they fare against one another in the GWA ring. Ducks the high knee to Serena Deeb, but Britt real proud of herself for countering the follow-up counter. Nice butterfly suplex. Into the Russian leg sweep from Britt Baker. Center of the ring now. Roaring elbow to the side of the jaw. Big clothesline into the corner. Deeb finally with some offense. Nice drop kick to the chest of Britt Baker, who now stands aside for a stop to Serena Deeb. As we near the 20-minute mark, Serena might not make it. Plants her with an angel's wings, and somehow, someway, Serena Deeb able to tag in Jungle Boy and send Britt to the floor. All 6 combatants now outside of the ring in the blue corner. Meanwhile, Serena Deeb has a dastardly-looking submission move locked in on Britt Baker. Thankfully, she was saved of further tortures as we pass the 20-minute mark with all 6 fighters outside the ring, brawling away. Too much action to call, but I will chastise Hayabusa for going for a pin attempt there. And Serena Deeb as well. Those moves don't work. Oh gosh, Angel's wings face first onto the chair goes Serena Deeb. And a stomach claw to Jungle Boy. Hostility's growing in and out of the ring. Oh, another Angel's wings. Quick take out to Hayabusa, who's now legal in there with Jungle Boy. Into the Falcon Arrow goes Hayabusa. 2 and 3. Hayabusa earning the title shot. And doing my math real quick, the 2 titles that the House of Misery could potentially contend for, both of their members earned those title shots, as Taz will be challenging for the Hall of Fame Championship, and now Hayabusa getting the victory with the Falcon Arrow will challenge the winner of the following matchup for the Legends Junior belt at our final show. Good stuff, everybody. And we got an 87. That's all right. That's all right. Don't feel bad. Okay. That's fun. So, Hayabusa will be challenging whomever comes out on top in the following contest. Kylie Rae versus Kyle O'Reilly. And yes, I did that on purpose. For the Legends Junior belt. Coming your way. Right, meow. Meow. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell, and we are underway. An immediate takedown attempt by Kyle O'Reilly on Kylie Rae. Kylie Rae, the competitor in the predominantly yellow with white and black trim. Kyle O'Reilly, the competitor in the predominantly black with white and yellow trim. O'Reilly in the black trunks, backing up Kylie into the corner. A lot of Kyle on Kylie violence in this one. You cannot help it. O'Reilly now going to work on Rae. Kyle O'Reilly nearly unstoppable since joining the Heat business. Being unveiled as the new member of the Heat business, one should say. Rose the ranks to claim tag team gold with partner William Regal, and is now enjoying a run as the Legends Junior champion. He already knows, should he survive this and successfully defend his belt, Hayabusa waiting in the wings. So Kylie Rae, knowing that her title reign might be short-lived should she win, by having to immediately face Hayabusa next month. Who knows how things will turn out when that final bell rings. At our final show next week. Same GWA time, same GWA channel. 7 p.m. Eastern next Thursday. When we present the December show of Year 9 and take a look at our final year-end wrap-up results and see how we fared. Fingers crossed we finally earn ourselves a position as the #1 company in the world. But who knows? Kylie Rae, I believe, uses a version of the crossface as her finisher. And Kyle O'Reilly, of course, has a variety of submissions he uses, but his favorite is the Armageddon armbar. Though those mounted strikes will work just as well if the ref decides to stop the match. Kylie Rae can no longer defend herself. Nice snap suplex by the challenger. Under the gun a little bit. At the prolific striking of champion Kyle O'Reilly. Now into the single leg lock. Off the ropes goes the champion. Just trying to dent the chest of the challenger with that kick. Off the ropes goes Kylie Rae once again. Nice head scissor takeover. Into a face lock. You see Kyle O'Reilly getting his toe there on the bottom rope. Oh, axe kick to the back of the head of Kylie Rae. Now a rolling elbow to the back of the head as well. Off the ropes, she's set. Alley to belly into the turnbuckle. O'Reilly back to work in the midsection. Just textbook work here from Kyle O'Reilly. Not the flashiest wrestler by any means, but absolutely rock solid fundamentals and a lean toward striking and grappling. Oh! That's done him quite well after that axe kick into the Armageddon. Kylie Rae somehow able to break free. I thought that was it. So did Kyle O'Reilly. Going right back to work on the forehead of Kylie Rae. Oh! Stiff kick to the chest and into the cover. 2. Kylie Rae kicks out again. There's that crossface. Too close to the ropes, however. As we pass the 10-minute mark in this championship contest. Legends Junior title on the line. Nice counter by Kylie Rae.
Give up.
But O'Reilly escapes. Sent back into the corner to see Legends Junior champion. Kylie Ray setting him up top. Countered by O'Reilly. Back to work on the arm goes the Legends Junior champion and member of the Heat Business, who have another title opportunity later tonight when Eddie Guerrero and Bobby Lashley face Bison Smith and Luna Vachon for the GWA Tag Team titles. Solid knee to the gut there. Hey. Ba-bump. Well, there we go. I just tabbed over to OBS and my mic wasn't moving, like the loadout, so I was concerned for a second, but we're okay. Seemed to be an OBS thing. Kylie Ray once again trying to slow things down here. Gonna steal the oxygen from Kyle O'Reilly and claim her first championship belt here. Winner faces Hayabusa at the December show. Super kick under the jaw, into the cover goes Kylie Ray. 2! O'Reilly out at 2. Once again, into the penalty kick. Kylie Ray able to fend off that attempt at the Armageddon afterward. Another super kick under the jaw, hooks the leg. 1, 2. O'Reilly out again. Crossface center of the ring by Kylie Ray. O'Reilly's in trouble here. Oh, just able to break free. Once again, back to the super kick. Opts not to go for the pin this time. That could cost her. O'Reilly off the ropes. Oh! Stiff kick to the back of the head of Kylie Ray. Now the action spilled out to the floor. Challenger Kylie Ray catches her breath and applies the crossface on the floor. Quick to let it go, though. Can't win the match on the floor. Trying to lure Kyle O'Reilly to the center of the ring. Oh, nothing doing. Regoplex, but too close to the ropes. What a combination into that axe kick from Kyle O'Reilly. Penalty kick off the ropes. Caving in the chest of the challenger. Kylie Ray trying to hang on in this strike battle. O'Reilly once again off the ropes, drops the big knee. More knee strikes for the midsection this time. Kyle O'Reilly feeling it. Champion firmly in control here. Off the ropes once again. Oh, stiff kick to the midsection, center of the ring. O'Reilly tried to set her up just so. She gets dumped on her head with another suplex. Rolling elbow combination now. O'Reilly perhaps toying with the challenger. Elbow strikes from Kylie Ray this time. Off the ropes. Couple of clotheslines. As we pass the 20-minute mark in this Legends Junior title match, we're not even halfway through the show, folks. Roll up by Kylie Ray. 2. No! O'Reilly just escapes. Another axe kick. And another big knee off the ropes. Big clothesline by Kylie Ray. Sends him across into the opposite turnbuckle. Big back elbow. Kyle O'Reilly back into that axe kick combo. Penalty kick center of the ring. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Kyle O'Reilly surviving. Manages to knock Kylie Ray out and hang on to the Legends Junior title. So now we know Hayabusa will be challenging Kyle O'Reilly in December. All right, let's lock that down. as our... Okay. How'd we do? 94. Love it. Love it. We needed another one in the 90s there. Okay. Kaboom! Title defense! Good match. Good work, everybody. Down here, save this. And get to the next match on the docket, or dock-ins, as you might say. As the Street Profits looking to earn themselves one last chance to become tag team champions, the most prolific tag team champions in our company's history, looking for one last chance against Yohei and Kenta Kobashi. This is a #1 contenders match for the tag team gold, the Street Profits versus the Fire Inside. Let's get down to the ring. As always, the Creature Run feature, Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell, and we are underway here. Yohei in the long black tights with purple trim, in there with Angelo Dawkins in the purple and red basketball attire. There you see Kenta Kobashi on the apron in the red corner for the Fire Inside, partner of Yohei, and Montez Ford on the apron in the blue corner, partner of Angelo Dawkins in the Street Profits. Winner of this one faces the tag team champions at the last show of all next week. So a lot on the line. The Street Profits would love to get back on top of the mountain one last time. And the Fire Inside initially formed with a goal of becoming tag team champions. And this is their last chance as well to claim #1 contendership at the very least. So everything on the line. Might as well let it all hang out in this tag team matchup. In comes Montez Ford there. As you see, Kenta Kobashi very much distracted by Angelo Dawkins still in the early minutes of this contest. Not the usual demeanor from our rather stoic former world champion Kenta Kobashi. One of the longest tenured roster members here of the GWA. Has seen people come and go, but Kenta Kobashi has remained. Tagging out now to Yohei, the other half of the Fire Inside. A former Legends Junior champion in his own right, but barely flirted with the gold. Didn't really hold it for any significant length of time. Kind of a backdrop to a feud with Jushin Liger, more than anything. Hoping to go out on top with a shot at the Tag Team Championships at our final show. No guarantee they'll even be the loser of this contest will even be on the card next week. So a lot on the line here. Fresh tags once again, and now Angelo Dawkins is in there with Kenta Kobashi. This is probably a better match for both squads. Power v power. And then you have the speed and agility versus speed and agility when Yohei and Montez are in there. Oh, the vicious chops of former world champion Kobashi coming into play. In there with Montez Ford now. Now works him into the corner. Reversal by Montez. Now going to work on the former world champ. He's heating up here. The flying fists of Montez Ford finding their way to Kenta Kobashi, but he responds with those trademark chops. And a quick tag out to Yohei. Montez Ford feeling real punchy today, it seems. Taking it out on Yohei, but in comes Angelo Dawkins. Big splash off the top. Wrong part of town. Easily broken up by Kobashi as we pass the 10-minute mark in this number 1 contenders tag team match. Winners get the tag champs at the next show.
1, 2.
Kobashi had to come a long way to try to break up that pin for partner Yohei. Smart positioning by Angelo Dawkins. Probably got an extra half count out of it. In comes the former GWA World Champion Kenta Kobashi now. Oh! Just buries the sole of his boot into the midsection of Dawkins, dropping it to the canvas and setting him up for that single leg. Oh! Bit of a lift and chop. Nice counter there by Kobashi with the suplex. Slowing things down with a headlock center of the ring, and comes Montez Ford immediately to break that up. Back and forth the two bigger men go. Angelo Dawkins getting the advantage over Kobashi there. Allows for quick tags on either side. Montez Ford and Yohei Legal. Now those two will duke it out. Center of the ring. Yohei settling that argument with a nicely placed drop kick. Snap suplex into the turnbuckle goes Montez. Yohei sends him across the ring now. Backs him into the corner and drops him down. Nice spin kick by Yohei, signaling to the crowd he's got it well under control. Into the wheelbarrow, Bulldog. Montez trying to fight his way free here. Montez will be looking for that 5-star frog splash variation. I mean, that's RVD's name for it, but you have to reference Eddie and Eddie only. Oh, burning lariat to Dawkins, but too close to the ropes. Kobashi looking to end things right there. Unfortunately for him, Dawkins' leg was under the ropes. Pin did not count. Now burning lariat off the ropes this time. Oh, gosh. Dawkins able to block an attempt at an orange crush. Now just grabs a face lock and drags Kenta Kobashi back into their corner. The corner of the Street Profits. Nice swinging neck breaker there. Now Dawkins mocking Kenta Kobashi and Yohei, saying he's plenty left for the tag. Big splash off the ropes. 2. Kobashi out at 2. Now it's Kobashi's turn to grab a headlock, dragging Dawkins into the red corner. Hoists him up. Orange crush. Yohei's got his back. Oh, Dawkins escapes. Somehow Dawkins gets out of the predicament, and the fight rages on. Big spear off the ropes into the cover. 1, 2. Kobashi kicks it 2. Dawkins pulling Kobashi back to his feet for the freshly tagged in Montez Ford. Didn't work well enough as Kobashi's back to his feet first, and in comes Yohei as well. Ford going up top for the frog splash. 1, 2. No! Yohei kicked out of the frog splash. A sight seldom seen. Now he bounces off his own partner and pins him. Oh! What a calamity of errors there. Yohei kicking out of the frog splash, so Montez Ford just bounces it off of Angelo Dawkins for the win. The Street Profits going back to the promised land. Oh, they call it a frog splash. Oh, you liars. That was not how the match finished at all. Whoa. Looks like we botched the finish there, Yohei. That's funny. And a low-rated match because of it, I feel. I don't know. Interesting. But we have new number 1 contenders. No strangers to tag team gold. Dawkins and Ford with their last chance to go out on top at the final show of the year. Okay, got that penciled in. And that would have been the halfway mark as we come back with match number 6. Yeah, match number 6 coming back after what would be like an intermission break. We come back with the Hall of Fame Championship match. We already know the winner of this match will be facing Taz at the next show. Will it be Taz versus Kenny Omega or Taz versus Adam Page? That has yet to be determined, as Hangman Adam Page puts the Hall of Fame belt on the line against the best bout machine, Kenny Omega. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot, signaling for the bell, and we are underway here. Hangman Adam Page in the chaps and cowboy boots. Kenny Omega in the elaborately airbrushed long tights and matching boots. Omega reversing Page off the ropes. You do not want to give up back control to Kenny Omega. Most of his most potent offense comes if you give up your back to Kenny Omega. Meanwhile, Hangman Adam Page has a springboard forward flipping clothesline he calls the buckshot lariat he's used to finish many opponents. And failing that, he will click R3 and drop you with the Deadeye. His version of the Kudo driver. Kenny Omega, of course, will be looking to pin Hangman Adam Page with the one-winged angel. The move named for, I believe it's named for the theme of Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII. Pin off the neckbreaker, just gets a 1 count for Kenny Omega. These athletes no stranger to one another in the real world, putting their talents out there on display in front of 65,000 plus here, and we couldn't be happier to have you with us, strolling down the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, Generation 2 style, for only the second last time. Oh, Rocco, I am beyond tired of it as well. Like, there's nothing wrong with Eddie Guerrero. There's nothing wrong with the legacy he left behind. I do not need people stealing his taunts or pointing to the heavens or putting him over on commentary every time somebody does a frog splash. There are active wrestlers that still do frog splashes. Just let them do their frog splash. Nicely done into Kreutz Wrath. Goes Omega, only getting a 2 count there. As you see him dropped into that standing German. Now a fall-away slam from Hangman Adam Page, the Hall of Fame champion, who won this title from Ahmed Johnson at our last show. Nice double underhook into the butterfly suplex by the champion, Adam Page. Step up, enziguri by the challenger, Omega, who catches his breath afterwards. Oh, Snapdragon, another potent move from the back position, and then follows it up with a V-trigger to the face. Going for the pin, and no. 2 count on Page. Stiff forearm shot from the Hangman. Stiff super kick from Kenny Omega, catching his breath after each and every move here. Smartly trying to conserve his energy. En route to the Hall of Fame Championship is Kenny Omega. Hangman Page looking to summon up some cowboy-ish to retain that title. V-trigger in the corner by Omega. Drags Page away from the ropes. Nice rolling soul butt there. Now positioning Page in the turnbuckle. Oh, hang on. Suplex by Kenny Omega. Page is a little bit out of sorts here. Got to get his feet back under him. Things might start to turn around with that DDT. Nice follow-up. Back control. Oh. Quick leg grab, or excuse me, hair grab bulldog there. Kenny Omega as we pass the 10-minute mark in another championship match. Hang on! Double underhook pile driver, center of the ring! 2! No! Page
Page gets out. Butterfly suplex to Omega. Another jumping soul butt. Omega telling Page to bring it on. Nice counter by the Hangman. Drags Kenny away from the ropes. Oh. Rolling senton by Omega. Page trying to get the crowd into it. And on his side. Big chop by Omega. Both men duking it out center of the ring. Kataro Crusher. Hangman's turn for a little violence off the ropes. Turning Omega inside out with that lariat. Oh, ducks the second one. Does not duck that elbow shiver. Another rolling senton into the Asai moonsault off the ropes, but too close to them. Drop face first with a complete shot. It's Omega. Back and forth we go. And now Hangman taking some time, center of the ring to catch his breath. Omega rolls back in. Able to set Hangman Page up in the corner. V-trigger against the ropes! Oh, looking for the one-winged angel. Hangman fends him off. Spikes by the DDT. Both men up at the same time. Follow-away slam from the champion. Oh, Snapdragon in reply. Kenny looking to springboard. What a drop kick to the back of Hangman's head. Another counter. Double under a pile driver. Omega can't capitalize. Oh, rolling soul butt caught him in the ear. Hangman, once again, all he can do is get some time and space here. Just tosses Kenny Omega outside. Retreats to the center of the ring and catches breath. Back and forth these two gladiators go. Center of the ring. Oh, an enziguri from Omega. Off the ropes. Sliding V-trigger. Reversed off the ropes. Oh, double down. Both men bump heads, center of the ring. Both men are back up. Another rolling senton by Kenny Omega. Able to catch his breath. Set up for his next maneuver. Nice neck breaker there to the champion. Back to his feet once again. And once again, Hangman Page fends him off. Off the ropes now. Big kitchen sink knee lift. Back control into the one-winged angel. 1, 2, 3. We've got a new Hall of Fame champion.
All right. New champ. How'd we do? 98. Love it. Kenny Omega. The one-winged angel. This is Kenny Omega's second run with the Hall of Fame Championship, ending Adam Page's second run with the Hall of Fame Championship, and becoming the 20th Hall of Fame champion of all time. Kenny Omega. Okay. That's fun. Okay. Reign ended. Which means we now know it's Taz versus Kenny Omega on the next show. Interesting. It's got Taz versus Sabu vibes for some reason. Okay. New champion crowned. Crowd loved it. Save. All right, hits keep on coming because we have the junior belt on the line next. Kairi Sane, the champion. Emi Sakura, the challenger. Let's go to the ring. The GWA junior title on the line. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot, signals for the bell and we are underway. Your champion, Kairi Sane, in white. your challenger, Emi Sakura, in royal purple. She will chop you. Well, Emi Sakura, who likes to tie her opponents up in La Magistral pinning cradle to finish them off. After some stiff offense, Kairi Sane, of course, looking for that insane elbow, looking to sail the 7 seas, whatever you want to call it. It is that glorious high angle elbow drop off the top rope. No one hits an elbow drop quite like Kairi. Failing that, of course, she uses her Croston Crab to tap her opponents out. Really coming to her own in the past couple of years here in the GWA, especially since becoming a regular participant in the Trios Tournament of Terror. Former 2-time MVP of that tournament. 2 years running, as a matter of fact. Now a Boston Crab out of Emi Sakura, herself a 20-plus year veteran of the ring wars. Looking for her last shot at glory. Nicely done into the neck breaker. That was a storm breaker into the splash. Shades of Will Ospreay there. Winner will be putting their title on the line at the last show of the year. Do not have a contender for them yet, but we'll think of something. Oh, what shot there by Kairi Sane. Permanent smile on her face. Loves the glory of combat. Nice suplex there. Nice counter by Sakura at the 5-minute mark. Oh, I was going to say nice leapfrog, but a bit of a mistiming on the follow-up there. Sakura gets things back in hand with a dragon sleeper, but Kairi Sane able to break it. Hooks both legs, or excuse me, hooks both arms. You know, the top legs, the torso legs. Axe kick back of the head. Kairi Sane laying in those forearms. Foundation of her offense in a lot of ways. The tenacious. Hang on, up she goes. Oh, not enough time. She will not be shy about hitting that elbow drop to the back of her opponent as well as the front. Whatever works. Nice snap suplex by the champion now. Very much looking to put her opponent away here. Trying to get her set up near a turnbuckle is Kairi Sane in such a position that she can actually pin her afterward. Oh, and into the Croston Crab instead, looking to tap her out. Variety is the spice of life. But Emi Sakura able to escape. And on we go. Sakura going up top. Oh, rolling senton splasher onto the petite frame of Kairi Sane, who responds by missing another elbow drop. Body splash by Sakura. And a 2 count. Sakura almost stole one there. Trying to capitalize on Kairi Sane's miss. Center of the ring once again. Stormbreaker. Pulls her back to her feet. Off the ropes goes Emi Sakura. Big drop kick to the chest. Hey, what's going on? Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good one. Spiking the challengers. Kairi Sane and back into the Croston Crab. Mr. Bigfoot over there to check the submission, but Emi Sakura able to fight free. GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line. Champion Kairi Sane in white. Challenger Emi Sakura in purple. Oh, Kairi Sane walked into that one. Off the ropes goes Sakura once again. Drops her with a clothesline. Sent off the ropes once again. Nice leapfrog into the hip attack. Back into the Croston Crab goes Kairi Sane. Looking to tap out her challenger. But Emi Sakura, too powerful still, able to fend her off. So she goes up for the elbow. Lands it.
Into the cover. 1, 2. No! Sakura rolls the shoulder. Reversal across the ropes. Sane lying in wait. Back to those forearm strikes. Back and forth they go. Oh, Sakura with a chop. Getting the last word. Both ladies back to their feet. Sakura set up in the corner, able to avoid the offense. Oh! That perpendicular splash she enjoys. Just crushing Kairi Sane in the corner. Off the ropes once again. Big drop kick by Emi Sakura, but Kairi Sane right back to her feet. Driving her down. Oh, Sakura able to fend her off. Not that time. Forward flipping. Neck breaker. Angel's wings by Emi Sakura. La Maestral, but too close to the ropes. Rolls her over. She could choke her out here.
Give up.
Somehow Kairi Sane escapes. Sets Emi Sakura into the corner. All the way to the top turnbuckle. What are we thinking? Double stop! Kairi back up. Elbow drop. Small in the back. Into the cover. 2. No! Sakura's out again. Now set up in the opposite turnbuckle. Able to fend her off. Rolling senton splash by the challenger. Can't follow up right away. Angel's wings. La Maestral. 1, 2. No. Kairi Sane gets out. Backflip off the turnbuckle. What a match. You can tell what being junior champion means to both women. Stormbreaker by Sakura. Sane fights her way back to her feet, but she's dazed. Oh, just chopped down to the canvas by the challenger. Another senton. Another Angel's wings. Rolls her up. 1, 2, 3. Emi Sakura has done it. We've got a new junior heavyweight champion.
Well, that's fun. I know exactly who to put against Emi Sakura now. Her longest time GWA rival. Okay. New junior champ. Woo! What a barn burner. Okay. Hang on 1 second. I got some jotting down to do. All right. Done. We have a handful of matches left. Let's see. Yeah, we got 3 to go. This next contest is a unique one this evening. This is a 4-on-4 tag team match with elimination rules. That's right, a Survivor Series match in the middle of our show. It is the Heartbreakers in the red corner, the entirety of that stable consisting of the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, the bad guy Scott Hall, the Monster Abyss, and no nickname needed Flamita, taking on Bret Hart and his assembled warriors that include Kurt Angle, Brody Lee, and Jushin Thunder Liger in this 4-on-4 tag team elimination match. If Bret's team loses, Bret has to face Shawn Michaels one last time at our final show and put the DDT Championship on the line, because all Shawn Michaels wants out of his GWA career is to ruin Bret Hart's life. And if Bret Hart's team wins, not only do the Heartbreakers have to break up, Shawn Michaels can never face Bret Hart in a GWA ring ever again. That means if somehow Bret Hart's name were to be drawn by the Wheel of Fate, Shawn Michaels is eliminated from competition from that matchup, and vice versa. If Shawn Michaels' name were to be drawn first, Bret Hart is out of contention for any match. Never again will they be across the ring from each other, or if Shawn wins this one, if his team wins, they get that one final singles match on the December show. Lot on the line, 4-on-4 tag team elimination match. Let's get down to the ring. As always, the creature on feature here, the senior official as you stroll down the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell, and we are underway. Bret Hart captaining his team and starting the match off in his traditional pink and black attack. In there with Flamita, the junior heavyweight member of the Heartbreaker stable. In there with his blue camouflage and flame-adorned attire. Bret Hart, the current DDT champion, a former Hall of Fame champion here in the GWA, a submission master, able to roll through and get out of that predicament that Flamita had put him in, a single-leg lion tamer. Oh, and into the heart attack. Brody Lee and Bret Hart, no strangers to teaming with one another. Formerly members of a stable called The Standard that was forced to disband earlier in the existence of this promotion. Bret Hart looking to come out on the winning side of a losing stable must disband match, in a manner of speaking, and rid the GWA of the Heartbreakers. As we currently see Brody Lee for Bret's squad in there with Scott Hall, representing the Clique. And the rest of the Heartbreakers here. Quick 2 count, almost eliminating Brody Lee. That's right, we will continue until one team is entirely eliminated from this matchup, however long that will take. All other normal rules still apply. You must tag in and out. There are no disqualifications outside the ring, but there's your standard 5 count in the ring. Pinfalls and submissions only. As now Shawn Michaels, the leader of the Heartbreakers, in there with old rival and Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, who was quick to answer Bret Hart's call to arms to rid the GWA of the Heartbreakers once and for all. Nice roll up there by Shawn Michaels, just gets a 1 count. And now we're going to see Jushin Thunder Liger in action on Bret's team for the first time. The junior heavyweight legend, recruited by Bret Hart to sort of nullify or sort of even out the talents of a Flamita. The long-serving junior heavyweight veteran. Perhaps the greatest junior heavyweight gimmick in pro wrestling history is Jushin Thunder Liger. He is the Undertaker of light heavyweights, if that means anything to you. Not in terms of perhaps overall record in the ring, but in terms of like recognizability worldwide. If you think of junior heavyweight wrestling, you tend to think of Jushin Thunder Liger, who is just tagged out to team captain Bret Hart, fighting for his right to be rid of Shawn Michaels. Nice Bret's rope elbow drop there to the big monster abyss. This fight, a quick reminder, will continue until one team is completely eliminated, so we will see 4 eliminations on one side of this equation before this match ends. It is not a single fall to a finish. 4-on-4 elimination matchup. Quite the concept we're debuting here for the first time. Ha ha ha. And a heart attack between Liger and Hart now. Bret Hart quick to make use of his tag team partner's talents, setting up some traditional tag team offense he's familiar with. Oh dear. Oh, and a tag out to Scott Hall. Scott Hall and Jushin Liger across the ring from each other. This could have potentially happened in WCW in like 96 or 97, but I doubt it did. As smartly, Liger quickly tags out to Brody Lee to match power with a Scott Hall.
10 minutes gone.
As we pass the 10-minute mark, you just heard the announcement for it. No time limit in this one. We're just keeping track of how long it takes. One team must be completely eliminated from contention before this match can conclude.
Off the ropes goes Brody Lee. Scott Hall. Duck there from Brody Lee off the ropes on purpose this time. Hits a nice scissor kick to the bad guy, does Brody Lee. Who has been spending his time as something of a mercenary for the GWA. Anyone needing a tag partner or who has a grievance needs somebody to watch their back and has the right coin. Can bend the air of Mr. Brody, at least for an evening. Tags on either side. Now Shawn Michaels legal against Kurt Angle. Wouldn't you have loved to have gotten 5 more years out of this feud? Oh, and into the ankle lock goes the Olympic gold medalist. We can have an elimination here as he cinches it in. Oh, thankfully for Shawn Michaels, they were close to the red corner, and the Monster Abyss was able to come in and stomp away at Kurt to break that hold. Right back to it goes Kurt. Looking to carve the heart out of the opposition by eliminating the leader. Back to it, center of the ring once again. Kurt Angle relentless. Nobody there to help Shawn. Eventually breaks the hold on his own, but the damage has to have been done. Ankle lock after ankle lock to HBK. Tagging out to Flamita now. Flamita and Shawn get their wires crossed. That allows Kurt to tag in Jushin Thunder Liger. Flamita out to the floor. I was worried about this. Hang on, inside the ring, outsider edge to Jushin Liger. Bret Hart, Brody Lee retreating back to the ring to help out their teammate. Anything goes till Flamita's back in the ring. Things should settle down now. As you see Abyss fending off 3 members of the opposition there. Kurt going up for that picture perfect moonsault. Rare instance when he actually lands it too. Sledgehammer in the ring as a result of that last fracas outside. And shock treatment for Kurt Angle by Abyss. Oh, and he responds with a throwing German. Into the big clothesline. I thought he was going to go belly to belly. There he goes belly to belly. Back into the red corner. Dragging Abyss away from the ropes now. Rolls him over. Sending the big man to the floor. This thing is breaking down at the 20-minute mark here. No eliminations to speak of. Oh, that calmed down faster than I anticipated. Or did it? Another chair now in the ring, or in play. Double powerbomb to Angle. Triple beat down to Brody Lee. Oh! Flamita with some high-octane offense to Bret. As we finally pass the 20-minute mark, Abyss in and out of the ring with a steel chair in hand, takes a swing at Angle. Black hole slam on the chair! 1, 2! Brody Lee breaks it up. And now Angle with the ankle lock on Abyss. Transitions into the second position. Flamita once again breaks it up. What a teammate. Thought we were about to have our first elimination. North of 20 minutes so far. Everybody's still in the matchup. Weapons strewn everywhere. Sharpshooter by Bret. And Shawn Michaels is eliminated first. 4-on-3 advantage for Team Bret. Go, Captain, go. Drops the elbow to Flamita. Yeah. Oh, double underhook into the backbreaker there by Flamita. Nice offense. Trademark stylings of Flamita there on Bret Hart. Might all be for naught. Trying to even things up here are the Heartbreakers. Down their captain. European uppercut versus overhand chop. Little drop kick thrown in, and a super kick by Flamita seals the deal. Nice block by Brett. Tag out to Brody Lee. Brett and company can enjoy that one-person advantage. Mind you, we did communication there as Brody was going for the discus lariat there. Allows Flamita to tag up. In comes Scott Hall. Heartbreakers desperate for the next pin here. I don't think you want to go down 4 wrestlers to 2 to the squad that Bret Hart has assembled. Big discus lariat by Hall, giving Brody a taste of his own medicine. Brody says he's doing just fine, thanks. Oh, choke slam off the ropes by Hall. Into the sack of crap fallaway slam. Brody lands on a chair, but it pops him back to his feet. Tag out to Kurt Angle. Double powerbomb. Moonsault by Angle into the pin. 2. Scott Hall out at 2. Belly to belly by Angle, sending Hall to the center of the ring. Rolls him over. Thinks better of it. Now positions him on the other side of the ring. Angle slam. Hooks the leg. 2. Got him. Scott Hall eliminated. It's down to Flamita and Abyss, representing the Heartbreakers. Shawn Michaels' dreams crumbling before his very eyes as he is still at ringside. Kurt Angle slam to Flamita. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. It's down to 4 on 1. Shawn Michaels is beside himself. A nigh impossible mountain to climb for the Monster Abyss.
Oh, hey, Rascal, thanks for the sticker.
Didn't show up on other things.
Anyway. The cover. Oh.
Choke slam by Abyss. Doing everything he can to hang in this one. Falcon arrow by Brody Lee at the 30-minute mark. Off the ropes. Big boot to the back of the head.
There's only so much the Monster is going to be able to take here.
Oh, black hole slam center of the ring, but you can see all 3. Hang on, they didn't do it in time. He got Brody Lee. Down to 3 on 1, but in comes Brett. Sharpshooter turns him over. That will do it.
The only elimination on Brett's squad, Brody Lee. A valiant effort by the Monster Abyss. But Team Brett wins. The Heartbreakers are no more. And Shawn Michaels can never face Brett again. Yeah, see, that's why it's low rated, because that was a one-sided battle. Okay, so Brett getting the final fall on Abyss after his entire team was wiped out. So there we go. The Heartbreakers are no more. Shawn Michaels can't fight Brett ever again. So that wraps up that storyline before the end of the promotion. Did it. All right, got our double main event to go, and then we are out of here for another week. Kate, did they have to keep your mother overnight? Yeah, I hope she's okay. All right. Wait, are you saying yeah to the discharge? Excuse me, or yeah to the they have to keep her overnight? Hang on, this is life stuff that's more important than silly fantasy wrestling for a second. I was waiting on a reply. Wouldn't feel right to hype a tag match without at least knowing this little bit of information. Oh, they're keeping her overnight? Well, I hope she's alright. That's actually usually the best. Like, I've been kept overnight for observation and blood work and stuff before. Okay. Good. Hope she's getting, you know, some good care there. And she's out of there soon. Alright. We have 2 matches to go, the first of which is for the GWA Tag Team titles. Your champions are Bison Smith and Luna Vachon, representing the Black Moon Fight Club. And their opponents, representing the Heat Business, are Eddie Guerrero and Bobby Lashley. So we're putting Eddie in a match, therefore we are paying our nightly tribute to his spirit. We already saw a Frog Splash end a match earlier, quote unquote. So we're paying the Frog Splash toll. Okay, good. Glad she's doing all right. Hope she's home soon. Much like Eddie Guerrero and Bobby Lashley are hoping to bring these tag team belts home. As Mr. Bigfoot calls for the bell, Eddie Guerrero started things off with Bison Smith. You'll recall Bison Smith and Luna Vachon had to win an 8-team tournament to qualify for a shot at the gold at all, overcoming the odds and a damaged neck on the part of Luna Vachon to not only win that tournament, but win the gold. In this, their first, I believe their first or second tag team defense. Let's see how they stack up against the leader of the Heat Business, Eddie Guerrero, and the almighty Bobby Lashley. I was going to say Bison Smith's got a 5 count to drop that chair. Easily does so at 1. More of an intimidation move than anything else at this point. As you can see, Bobby Lashley already using the chair to his advantage. If it's in the ring, there's nothing the referee can do about it if it's just lying on the canvas. It was Bison Smith's fault for getting short arm clotheslined onto it. Nice block off the ropes. These two Goliaths going tete-a-tete here. Neither one willing to back up until they are knocked out. Smith able to maneuver to the corner. Our first look at Luna Vachon. Bobby Lashley a little trepidatious about the intergender nature of some of our belts here. Immediately tagging out to Eddie Guerrero, but I assure you, no quarter asked for and none given is all Luna Vachon wants. She just wants a fair fight. The chips fall where they may. She's now back in there with former Hall of Fame champion Eddie Guerrero, leader of the Heat Business. A team formed 1 year during the Trios Tournament of Terror. Back and forth these two go. Luna Vachon now setting Eddie up in the corner. Luna has her version of the Vader Bomb that she calls the Luna Bomb out of the corner. She sometimes hits her opponents with to win matches. She also has a Power Bomb variation. Bison Smith uses a, what you might call the Styles Clash, what he calls the Bicentennial. So imagine a Styles Clash done by a 300-pounder landing on you instead of someone AJ Styles' size. Bobby Lashley, of course, uses the Hurt Lock, his version of the Full Nelson. Can also drive the air out of you with a spear for the 3 count. Quick tags from the tag champs here. That's probably your best strategy against Bobby Lashley, a larger and stronger competitor than most. Be smart to try to work on his cardio by having him adjust to different varieties and speeds of attack by frequently tagging in and out and refreshing the opponent opposite Lashley, who now has had enough of Luna Vachon and once again tags out to Eddie Guerrero, who you may have heard threw a frog splash or 2 in his day. Oh, and into the Lion Tamer goes Luna Vachon. Eddie Guerrero, no doubt, had felt that in his previous WCW life.
Probably hadn't in decades before that application by Luna. Into the stalling suplex by Bobby Lashley, getting more and more comfortable with Luna Vachon as an opponent as this match goes on. She's certainly not going to not fight you, so you might as well fight back, Bobby. As we pass the 10-minute mark, Bobby Lashley looking on as Eddie Guerrero and Luna Vachon fight on the floor. Bison Smith just waiting for Luna to return. Full confidence in his partner's abilities. Staying fresh on the apron for a tag. Bobby Lashley distracted. Pulled down to the mat for an attempt at a single leg crab. Nice gorilla press. Impressive display of strength there by Bobby Lashley. Undoubtedly trying to intimidate Bison Smith as well as damage him. At least managed to distract him for a second. Gory bomb under the chair. Nicely done by Guerrero, center of the ring. 2. Luna there just in time. We almost had new tag champs. Bison Smith trying to turn it around, gets a 2 count on Eddie. Thought Eddie had a shock win there with that gory bomb under the chair. Bison landed face first on that. Almost knocked him out. Now a follow-away slam. Not quite where Bobby Lashley wanted to place it, but his leg hit the chair. Into the spear! That's enough for Bison Smith, tagging out to Luna. Bit of a mismatch, I would think, between Luna Vachon and Bobby Lashley. Bobby is in trouble. Into the running power slam, center of the ring. Obviously. The size and power advantage going to Bobby here. Oh, and the Dominator, Luna Vachon, into the cover. Bison to break it up at 1. You see Eddie Guerrero didn't even bother, just stayed on the apron. Into another Dominator. 2 count this time. A little farther away. Bison Smith still there to break it up. And now gets to apply a free Boston Crab. Quick takedown by Bobby Lashley as he tags in Eddie Guerrero. They're thinking frog splash to finish this off. Sadly for them, Luna tags out to Bison Smith. Eddie dumped to the floor. Luna follows him out. Now it's Bison Smith's turn to wait in the center of the ring while the fight is spilled out to the floor. Bobby Lashley trying to sneak up on him. No such luck. Center of the ring for Eddie. Big powerbomb, pulls him in half. 2! No. Lashley saves the matchup and their chance at the titles. Into the Iron Claw. Not as deadly as the Stomach Claw, but a 1B to its 1A as deadly as submission. Back to the Iron Claw goes Bison. Luna running defense here. Oh God, it's busted Eddie open. He squeezed his head so hard the blood started squirting out. Eddie Guerrero, a bloody mess on the apron now as a result of that Iron Claw by Bison Smith. Bobby Lashley winning that strike battle with a football tackle, keeping things in the heat business corner. Trying to maintain the offensive advantage for the challengers here. Bison Smith literally smelling blood in the water. Back to the Iron Claw, this time on Bobby. Eddie not recovered enough to help out even. Tag out to Luna. I believe the tag champs know that Bobby Lashley is kind of on his own, at least for a while here, as Eddie Guerrero's trying to get his senses about him after being split open by an Iron Claw. His head was squeezed so hard his skin split open and he is covered in blood. I don't know how wise it is to tag back into this matchup, Guerrero. Currently in there with Luna. Sets her up in the corner. Reversal. Tag out to Bison. Eddie unaware. Iron Claw once again! In the champion's corner. Oh, and somehow, some way, Bobby Lashley made it all the way across the ring. Oh, Luna missing the diving headbutt. Was looking to put out Eddie Guerrero's lights. Bison Smith sends him across the ring, gets it reversed. Oh! Plants him with a power bomb, but then gets power slammed by Lashley. Smith just grabbing a headlock, making his way across the ring. Bobby Lashley trying to keep the heat business in this matchup until Eddie can further recover here. A vicious and debilitating brain injury to Eddie Guerrero. No other way to describe it. His head was squeezed until it popped. Just a 1 count on that pin attempt on Lashley, perhaps just trying to lure Eddie Guerrero into the ring, instinctively trying to save his partner. Now a pin with a further emphasis on placing them in the champion's corner again, perhaps just to lure Eddie into the ring. Now into the seated headlock. That ain't gonna do it. Oh, Bobby Lashley able to hit Bison Smith twice before he hit the canvas. Tag out to Eddie. Sending Bison to the floor and following him out. This could get dangerous for Eddie. Starting to look like Ric Flair's last match in here. Another Dominator variety, that time to Luna Vachon, as the action has definitely spilled out to the floor. All things being even now. Oh, body slam on the chair to Eddie. The fight will continue until the legal combatants get back into the ring, one of which is Eddie Guerrero, smartly taking his time. Conserving his strength, center of the ring here. Luna's back in. Into the Three Amigos by Eddie Guerrero. Leaving the scraps. Pursuing Bison Smith, the legal man. And getting dropped for his troubles into the cover. Lashley saves the match. Guerrero's blood all over the canvas. Into a German suplex. He got him. Eddie Guerrero got him. We have new tag champs. What a courageous effort by Eddie Guerrero. But hang on. Every major title contended for in the GWA has changed hands tonight. The Hall of Fame Championship, the Junior Championship, the Tag Championship. What does this mean for our main event with the GWA World title on the line? Well, that's fun. New tag champs. Okay, let me just do this real quick. This is... Yep, the first time either of them have held the belt. Cool. Bison Smith. One-time champ. Going to Vachon. One-time champ. They are now the 12th tag team champions in our company's history. Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley. That's not how you spell Lashley. There we go. And Edward Guerrero. It's not Edward, but it's Eddie Guerrero. Cool. But yeah, as I said, new champions crowned. All of the major GWA titles have changed hands. 85? No way that was only an 85. That's a rather harsh judgment. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I do like, you know, commentator voice. It's not exciting now. Commentator voice. It's not that I'm like putting it on, it's just that I don't need to use it all the time. All right, this is it. It's all come down to our main event. The second last main event we're ever going to present to you guys, at least in terms of Fire Pro Wrestling, Fire Promoter Mode presenting the second generation of the GWA. Caveat, caveat, caveat. But here we go. Kazuchika Okada. A two-time world champion. Only the second two-time world champion in our company's history, facing the first two-time champion in our company's history, Mitsuharu Misawa. In fact, it was Misawa that ended Kazuchika Okada's first reign as champ. Can Kazuchika Okada shake the Mitsuharu Misawa devil from off his shoulders and ascend
to the heights of the GWA as world champion and end on a positive note, or will Mitsuharu Misawa become the only 3-time champion in this company's history, going into our final pay-per-view event to take on CM Punk? That's right, CM Punk is cashing in his heavyweight title shot for December. And I've also been granted word here that Jon Moxley will also be cashing in his title shot, but not for a GWA title. It is stated in the Trios Tournament of Terror contract you're allowed to contend for any championship you are eligible for as a member of the GWA roster. And he has only informed us that he is not going to cash it in on a GWA title. So more information on that next week as to what Jon Moxley is doing with his title shot. We know for a fact that the winner of Misawa versus Okada faces CM Punk next week himself, a former world champ. Let's get down to the ring for our big main event. As always, the referee on record, Mr. Bigfoot, calling for the bell, and we are underway in front of 75,000 screaming fans here. World champion Kazuchika Okada in the gold trunks and boots. Challenger and former 2-time world champ in his own right, Mitsuharu Misawa, in the emerald and white long tights. As the action spills out to the floor, some sportsmanship shown in the early going by your GWA World Heavyweight Champion, Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker. He'd be looking for his move, his namesake, that ripcord clothesline named the Rainmaker. Mitsuharu Misawa, meanwhile, has a number of moves in his arsenal. Most potent among them are the proficiency and aggressiveness of his elbow strikes. There's a variety of tiger drivers he can put you away with. Has been favoring the Emerald Frosian in his later wrestling years. A sheer drop body slam, if I can describe it as such. It's like a tuck body slam where he really drops you high on the head and neck. These two, again, no strangers to each other. As we said, it was Misawa who ended Okada's first reign as world champion. Okada at the time was on a mission to defeat every former world champion still with the promotion. And unfortunately for Okada's hubris, he did not get past Mitsuharu Misawa. In fact, I believe the only former champion he was able to defeat was Kenta Kobashi, who he himself came up on the losing end of a tag team match earlier tonight and won't get a chance to become a champion at our final show, as far as I can tell.
5 minutes gone.
So we've just passed the 5-minute mark in this big main event. Oh, there it is, the Rainmaker by Okada. 1, 2, no! Was not anticipating him hitting it this early, but as it is still 6 minutes into the matchup, Misawa had just enough left to kick out and try to recover. Try to clear those cobwebs and get right back into this title fight. Okada into a spinning tombstone. That's generally a setup for the Rainmaker. Nice mule kick there to fend him off. Right back. No, countered. Tombstone of his own goes Misawa. Off the ropes. Sliding drop kick to the face of the challenger. Misawa responds. Elbow in the corner. Okada's turn. Back elbow. Oh, you don't want to get an elbow fight with Misawa. Low German. 2. Oh, Misawa almost surprised with that low bridge German. Again, you do not want to get into an elbow strike battle with Mitsuharu Misawa. And away he goes. Sending Okada into the corner once again. Jumping elbow strike this time. Half and half suplex with the bridge. No. Too close to the ropes. Misawa just getting warmed up as we approach the 10-minute mark here.
Kicks the champion away and goes up top. Frog splash. Big tadpole splash from Misawa.
10 minutes gone.
As we just passed the 10-minute mark, double underhook belly to belly. Into the Tiger Driver! 91 right on his head! Okada escapes! We almost crowned a new champion! 2! No! Misawa almost gets caught with that powerbomb counter. Trading near falls. I don't know how much longer this is gonna last. Into a crossface goes Misawa. Pouring it on. Trying to become a 3-time champ. Okada trying to get back into this one. Reigning GWA World Champion. Well aware, both men are well aware of the fact that Misawa was the man to end Okada's first reign as he's wailing away at the champion. But what a boot by Okada to draw even. Fireman's carry into the suplex. Mule kick sends Okada away once more. Into the corner now. Neckbreaker saves Okada. Every body slam attempt. I'm seeing if he tucks that head and becomes an Emerald Frozen. Rainmaker! Turns him over! 1, 2, 3! He got him! Okada knocked him out with the Rainmaker! The champion retains! That is going to be a low-scoring match. But that's okay. Okada exercising the demon that is Mitsuharu Misawa and retaining the GWA title. 91%, never mind. Woohoo, I'll take that. And he goes into the final show of the year of this company's existence. Kazuchika Okada, CM Punk, for the GWA World title, will headline the final show of this company's existence. Wow. A title defense for the Rainmaker. Awesome. Now let's see how we did. Yep, new junior champ, new Noah champ, new Hall of Fame champ, new tag team champs, and the world title was defended. I mean, I said it was in front of 75,000. I could have meant 72. We're ready to book a bigger venue. No such bigger venue exists. It's exclusively that one. There's nowhere larger to go in the world. Okay, nothing happened. No championships were changed hands at all. And we made $1.5 million. Okay, no notes. No notes! There it is. December. Oh, they found Jim Duggan. President of All Japan invited us to their company party. Thanks. We went to the All Japan party a little bit. All right, let's save real quick. Let's do some management. Let's do the training center maintenance immediately. Only, you know what? I might not do it next time because we don't have a show after that. I mean, we don't have a show as it pertains to the GWA G2. Okay, so probably for the last time, we're making sure that everything here is repaired. I don't know where I cash out this $64 million, but if they could just send that to me in hundreds and 50s, I'd be fine with that. How'd we do merchandise-wise? Oh, man! Huh. So we blew everything up with the masks. They're the worst seller. So wow, we did really good and blew everything out just like I wanted. Oh, the dog's snoring. That means you're doing a good job of dog sitting. If they're so comfy that they're just chilling out. Okay, let's do personal advice. Luna wants more money. No problem. Human resources. I'm going to do the raises and stuff before I log out. Take care of everything we need to take care of other than actually booking the final show. There you go. Oh yeah, we also have to look at the AEW show because a lot of my people were on that. So after we figure out everybody's pay, Brett wants a little more cash. No problem, buddy. There you go. Save, save, save. Anybody else? You sure? Okay. No more trust issues.
So let's go look at promotion stats, AEW, and let's take a look at the results of the previous AEW event, because if you'll remember, we sent them like 20 people. So, in the first match, Shoko Nakajima representing AEW took on Hiromu Takahashi representing GWA. 1-0 GWA. Priscilla Kelly, AEW. Becky Lynch, GWA. GWA up 2-0. Kazarian for AEW beating Will Hobbs, GWA. 2-1 AEW. Lance Archer, CM Punk going to a draw, 2-1-0. William Regal beating Takahiro Yamamura. That's 3-1 for GWA. Keith Lee beating Sadie Gibbs, 4-1 GWA. Mike Awesome beating Eddie Kingston. Would have been a great match and seemed to be a pretty good match. Another win for GWA. Mike Bailey beating Shug D. That's another win for GWA. Sting beats El Lindaman. That's another win for GWA. Moxley beating Miro in a barn burner in the main event. Another win for GWA. And in an 11th match, Matt Jackson, Ricky Starks. Oh, that was for a title belt because Matt Jackson has most of their belts. In front of a full house of 15,000 that saw a mostly GWA show. I love it. As we just whoop them up and down their own card. Love it. Except for the one loss. I'll take it. A loss and a draw. No problem. All right. So, we checked out what they did with our talent. They used us, which is nice. We did our advice. We have our title belts for next time. Oh yeah, let's go send out a scout. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. Send them out all you want. There's only 1 month left. There you go. Off you go. Okay. Go do your job. You can have a nice scout. And yeah, that's it. We're ready. We've dealt with the salary concerns. Let me show you what we've already booked. Hang on. Okay, I don't have... Oh, wait, hang on, I do. There we go. All right, this isn't the fanciest of advertising, but just based on what we've done so far, we have the following matches booked. Let me bring up this notepad. There you go. So, just based on what we've done from this show, Jon Moxley will be cashing in his shot against Damian Priest, who was just crowned the Noah champion. So Jon Moxley will be opening us up next week against Damian Priest for the GHC title. We have nothing for matches 2 and 3. Then we want to put Bret Hart in there defending the DDT title against somebody, because he can. It's not going to be Shawn Michaels, I can tell you that much. Hayabusa earned himself a title shot against Kyle O'Reilly, who defended his belt against Kylie Ray tonight. So we're going to have that match. You saw Taz earn the shot against the Hall of Fame champion. That was the newly crowned Kenny Omega, so we're going to have that. Emi Sakura will be putting her newly won junior title on the line against To Be Determined. We saw Dawkins and Ford win the #1 contendership for the tag titles, who were just won by Eddie and Lashley, so we have that match headed your way. And in our big main event, Okada's final defense against CM Punk, cashing in his title shot opportunity. The Jon Moxley title shot here and the CM Punk title shot here fulfilled the last 2 guaranteed title shots from the Trios Tournament of Terror, thereby satisfying everything I actually need to book. And we just have to fill out the other half of the card when I boot up the old notepad next week. Honestly, don't really need to do much thinking about this until next Thursday, as we have half the card laid out. I just have to plug it in and, just pick a couple contenders in this case. And for these blank matches in the 2, 3, and 6 spot, probably just dream matches, maybe a tag. There's a lot of singles, so maybe I'll do a couple of tags to break things up, just how I normally do. Probably not another 6-person, because there's no reason to do like a #1 contender or anything like that. And unfortunately, I was a little disappointed by the elimination tag, as it was rather one-sided. So that's just a little preview of things to come in our next show, which is going to be the final show for Fire Promoter Mode in Fire Pro Wrestling World, running the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle Generation 2. In 2 weeks' time, we're going to be embarking on an entirely different adventure. The 3rd generation of the GWA will be in 3D. More on that next week. All right, that is going to do it for me for the night. I would like to thank everybody for watching. no matter where or when you happen to be. Wishing you all clear skies and chill vibes. And if you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We are going to be back on the air Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for more cave exploring and dino destruction in Ark Survival Evolved. Until then, TTFN. Kate, thanks for hanging out. Rasco, thanks for hanging out. Rocco, thanks for hanging out as well. Kate, Rocco, if you're still around. I did a little research on the caves. I know where they all are in terms of like GPS coordinates. I also know which ones are tough and which ones are normal. And a bit of a funny story about the one at the base of Mount Stuff that I can tell you about tomorrow. All right, that's on our Ark stream. Let's find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out of here. Oh, there we go. Uwu said hi earlier. Let's go say hi to Uwu. All right, so long, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully I see you tomorrow night for some dino action with Ark Survival Evolved. If not, thanks for spending the time with me you did, and take care. TTFN. Bye-bye.